We could also talk about the span of, let's look at the set of 2 by 2 matrices. So this is going to be the set of matrices of the form A, B, C, D, where A, B, C, and D, again, I shouldn't use A, B, C, and D, I know better, because I want those for linear combinations. A11, A12, A21, A22, where these values are arbitrary real numbers. Okay, so this is the set of 2 by 2 matrices. It's just the set that looks like this. So it's the set of 2 by 2 matrices. And yeah, so let's determine the span. So let's determine the span of the vectors. Let's pick some vectors here. Let's say 1, 1, 0, 1 and 2, 1, 0, 0. Okay, so I want to look at those vectors. And I want to think about what are those vectors going to look like. Okay, and actually let's do this. Let's look at the span of, let me make this a little bit easier for the first one, say 0, 0, 1, 0, and 1, 1, 0, 1. So I want to determine the span. This is going to be the set of linear combinations of A times the first vector plus B times the second vector, where A and B are real. Okay, so that's going to be what that is, and that's going to end up being the set of matrices of the form A, B, A, again, where A and B are real. It turns out that this is a subspace. The subspace is not all of M22, so this is a subspace of M22, but not itself M22. And the reason you know it's not the set of all 2 by 2 matrices is that, for example, the set 1, 2, 3, 4 is not in this span. Okay. So it's not in the span. And that's because the only values that are going to be in the span of these two vectors are going to be matrices of this form, where the top left, top right, and bottom right values are all the same. So here in particular, this matrix is not going to be in the span, so it can't be all of R2. We found something in R2 that's not in the span. It will turn out to be a subspace. Okay, and again, I'll leave it to you to check that it's a subspace. When I say I'm going to leave it to you to check, I mean you should really check, write down, try and prove that this is a subspace. This would be a good exam question or a good homework question. Okay, but this is a subspace of M22.